Shishukha vacha Ittam virincha sutakarma virayaha Pradurbabhuva amritabhu aditya Chaturbhuja Shankha Gadabja Chakraha Pishangavasa Nalinaya Tekshanaha. Shukadeva Goswami said, after Lord Brahma had thus spoken, glorifying the Supreme Lord's activities and prowess, the Supreme Personality Godhead, who was never subjected to death like an ordinary living being, appeared from the womb Aditi. His 4 hands were decorated with the conch shell, club, lotus, and discs. He was dressed in yellow garments, and his eyes appeared like the petals of a blooming lotus. This is quite similar to the appearance of Krishna. Now, when Krishna appeared, it was something similar. Krishna also appeared from the womb of Devaki, from Vasudeva. And Prabhupada there said, this is Diksha. Krishna is there in the heart of Vasudeva. He comes to the heart of Devaki. And we can say this is the way from a guru. Krishna descends to the disciple. But why we are discussing, so many children are getting born in this world, we are not discussing that. Because this birth is extraordinary. We don't spend pages of Bhagavatam writing about our birth or anybody's birth. We are discussing birth of Krishna because Divyam. All activities which are in the Bhagavatam are loaded with spiritual potency. And it loaded with pure love. In the material world, whatever we have is loaded with pure lust. The Bhagavatam is pure love. Krishna appears out of the love for his devotees. Krishna appears with affection for his devotees. Correct? We appear in this world out of lust. We are born out of lust. Some material desire, we have taken birth again in this world. And again it will continue. Therefore it is said, our spiritual advancement is tested how much we are free from lust. Whichever ashram somebody is. Cannot say, I am grahastha, so I can have little lust. No? Illusion means lust. Agree? So more we are free from lust, more we are spiritually advanced. And now we are approaching the pure heart. On that pure heart, Yesham tu antagatam papam jananam punnikarmana te dvandamo nirmuktam bhajante mam trinavrataha. And you have to relish these beautiful dealings of the Lord, your heart should be pure. Otherwise you will not be able to understand or appreciate or relish this wonderful pastime. So Lord Vamadeva comes. Prabhupada said he wanted to have, somebody asked Prabhupada, why did he go as a small boy to Bali Maharaj? Prabhupada said he wanted to have little fun. Just wanted to have some fun with Bali Maharaj. And he knew he was going to do it in a very, just imagine, Krishna is speaking those words. Krishna is begging. Just imagine. It's so interesting it is. He is the Lord of the universe and is going to beg. Bhokta Rama Yakna Tapasama Sarvaloka Maheswaram. He is the owner of everything and is going to Bali Maharaj. Please, I want to beg something from you. He is asking Bali Maharaj, give me 3 steps of land where he owns everything. Correct? That's interesting. Can we do that? We will not be able to do that. We cannot do that. So Krishna does it with his wonderful pastimes, and this gives so much pleasure to the devotees. Such wonderful pastime gives so much pleasure. Just like we had Uddhava. When Vidura met Uddhava, Uddhava said, my heart pains. Krishna used to every day stand up and tell Ugrasena, my Lord, let it be known to you. But he is the Supreme Personality Godhead. Why is he doing like that? He is the Supreme Personality Godhead and used to act like a messenger of Yudhishthira Maharaj. This all pains me, these kind of activities. He is the Supreme Personality Godhead, but he is serving Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda like an ordinary person. Correct? Krishna used to do. So these activities are very giving pain to me. So similarly, this drives ecstasy in the heart of a devotee. He is the Supreme Personality Godhead, become a chariot driver of Arjuna. Correct? And now, we recently also discussed, he fell at the feet of Balaramji. In one more Leela we were discussing, when Arjuna stole Subhadra, kidnapped Subhadra. So Balramji was very angry and he wanted to kill Arjuna. And Krishna fell at the feet of Balaram. Krishna's activities are totally transcendental. And here he is falling at, he is begging Bali Maharaj. The Supreme Lord, the owner of everything is begging. On material platform, we cannot do these activities. And the devotees also, for the sake of the Lord, do anything. There was in Srirangam, they had to build a big temple and the outer wall. So nobody was giving any contribution. So they became dacoits, the devotees. Prabhupada said Vaishnavas can do anything. If it is for the pleasure of the Lord, they do anything. Take it true. But Prabhupada said, don't imitate such activities. Then your whole movement will be closed. Government will seal your temples, But that was a different time and situation. And devotees actors. The devotees do anything for the Lord. So here, and the Lord also ready to do anything for his devotees. Janma karma chame divyam. It is totally transcendental. So Bali Maharaj is coming, has conquered the 3 words. Aditi has prayed to Vaman Deva, to Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu said, I have come. And he has appeared now. Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. He is holding Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, appearing from the womb. Anybody is born like that? You are born holding Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, all jewelry, all dress, hairs. This itself is enough to convince us that Lord is not ordinary. Exactly similarly, he appeared even in Krishna Leela as Vishnu. And then transformed to the small child. Here he transferred to a small boy. That's it. So this is the transcendental capacity of Krishna to appear in this way so that he can give a wonderful pastime now. After this, is going to have a lot of fun. He's enjoying. He transcendently enjoys his pastime. Leela means pleasure. Krishna is always having fun. Every moment, Akhila Rasamrita Sindhu is an ocean of pleasure. Every moment, Krishna Leela is giving so much pleasure. There is no tension, there is no anxiety. Kevala Ananda Kanda. What is it? Kevala Ananda Kanda. He knows he is going to now relish. He is going to his great devotee, Bali Maharaj, who is hiding among Danavas, and he is going to point out to the whole world, look, here is my devotee. Prabhupada says, sometimes Krishna puts devotees under great test, and devotees come out victorious. Devotee come out victorious. Just like Prahlad Maharaj was also put under tremendous test, examination, and he passed the examination. He is successful. The same way, Bali Maharaj is now put under test and he'll come out successful. Particularly the test is Shri Radha Govinda ki. Just look at the test which has come out successful. The first thing was the test. When the Lord appeared on the scene, Bali Maharaj washed his feet, gave him respect, even though the small boy passed the test. Correct? That's how a king should treat a Brahmana. Even though he is rich, he is powerful, he owns the universe. He is supposed to be respectful to a noble soul. He was respectful. Then the second test, when Vamanadeva asked him, give me 3 steps of land, his guru objected. And he still proceeded with it. He passed another test of the Lord. And then third is that when everything was over, when 2 steps the Lord took away everything. He took away everything. At that time, he asked him, where do I place the 3rd step? Bali Maharaj still was not angry. In fact, at that moment, all the devatas were shocked. Because this is extraordinary. This person owned the whole universe. He had so much fame, he had so much power, he has been taken over, all of fame, power has been tied to the pole and insulted. Vamanadeva was shouting at him, Bali Maharaj, where is the place for the 3rd step? Give me the place for the 3rd step. You said you will give me 3 steps. You are a liar now, you are a cheat. You cannot give me 3 steps. You said you will give me 3 steps. He is playing with him. But Bali Maharaj did not get angry, he did not get disturbed. It's impossible. It's very difficult to handle like this, correct? We have some money and everything is taken away. It's very difficult. We become disturbed. Bali Maharaj was very, very peaceful. This shows how exalted he was. He passed the test. And then he said, my Lord, take my life. You can put your third step on my head. Again pass the test. And the Danavas were very angry. They wanted to attack the Lord. He said, no, 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 don't do this, don't do this. You see, step after step he offered prayers. And he's so happy. In any condition, devotee should be happy. Whatever condition you are in, Krishna has put you under the condition. Devotee should be very happy and satisfied under all conditions. So we see this is having fun. And at the same time, Krishna is having transcendental pleasure. When devotees pass exams given by the Lord is having transcendental pleasure in it. Just like a teacher is very happy. When a student gets good marks, a good teacher is very happy. Like Prabhupada says, Guru is very happy when you are spiritually advancing. Prabhupada is very happy when you are spiritually advancing, isn't it? He's very happy. Oh, very nice, very nice. He's very smiling. Prabhupada used to see when devotees are taking time and reading books. Prabhupada used to be so happy. He's just smiling. Oh, wonderful, very nice. Because he knows there is a hope for this fool. Some hope now. He's taking shelter. He's taking shelter in the right place. So Bali Maharaj also took shelter of Vamandeva and became glorified. Atma Nivedanam. He offered everything at the lotus feet of the Lord. So in this way we can understand this wonderful, pleasurable pastime of the Lord. And Lord is having pleasure, fun. And He is creating a situation. And exactly speaking, no, you said you will give 3 steps. Very third step, arrest him. Even though externally he is acting like that, internally he is doing big drama and he is having great fun. And he is enhancing. By allowing Bali Maharaj to offer everything to him, the Lord is enhancing its faith and devotion. So we also at every moment get an exam. If we pass an exam, we enhance our faith and devotion to Krishna. The next exam, again we enhance our faith and devotion to Krishna. The next exam, again we enhance our faith and devotion to Krishna. So like that, our life is also like that. Constantly we will have an exam. This is not this kind of an exam. We will die. Krishna will not give such kind of exam. According to a capacity exam comes. These kind of exams are for very advanced devotees. Neophyte devotee like us, suppose everything is taken away from us and among all the friends, relatives, well-wishers, we are tied to a pole and arrested and insulted. We will forget Krishna. We will lose our faith. It's not for us. This is for great devotees. And Krishna shows by these examples, look, here is my devotee. See, here is my devotee. So you also become a devotee now. Not that we become scared that Krishna will do similar thing to us. Some Krishna means Hari. So Hari is very mysterious. So people say he may do something to us. They are scared to go to Krishna. No. Don't worry. Krishna never acts in a way which gives you an exam which is beyond your capacity. Always the exam is within your capacity. Okay? So take the steps in our life. And we studied in the past times of the Pandavas that they also went through a lot of tribulation. But what are the 3 things common, Prerna? They were always with the shelter of Vipra, Dharma, Achyuta, Ashraya. So we should always have these 3 things. Brahmanas, Lord and Dharma, the Shastras. So always we are in the shelter of these 3 things. Then don't make mistake. Otherwise we don't know how to act. Okay, take counsel of the sages. Achyuta, take counsel of the Shastra, of the Krishna, Achyuta. And Dharma, the principles given by Krishna in the Shastra. Always we take shelter and don't disobey them. In fact, many times there was predicament in Yudhishthira Maharaj's life. He always acted according to this. All the pure devotees, they never go one step outside the permission of Krishna. They never take any step outside permission of Krishna. They take sanction from Krishna before doing any activity. Because Bali Maharaj also was proceeding in that way. But his so-called guru behaved in a funny way. Even though he was a Vipra, definitely he was a Vipra. But he went contrary to the direction of the Shastra. So he just ignored him. Okay. And he went ahead and surrendering to the Lord and became glorious. Okay, so we have a choice. We can surrender to Maya, we can surrender to Krishna. Every moment the choice is there. You surrender to Maya, everything becomes useless. We become another, next life you become another insect. You surrender to Krishna, your life becomes glorious. Huh? We become variyam. This says, no, aho bato pachigariyan ya jivagre vartate namatubhyam. Oh my, this person is so glorious. On the tip of this tongue, the holy name has come. This person is so glorious. So your life becomes glorious, your existence becomes glorious, your family becomes glorious, your country becomes glorious when you surrender to Krishna. And you surrender to Maya, you being disrepute. The example is given of Ravana. What happened to Ravana? The Ravana, he did so many activities which are not to be done as a son of a Brahmana. And then when he died, his wife said this statement: this person has made his body fit to be eaten by vultures and his soul fit to go to hell. Just imagine how honorable the death was. True, Ravana is Jaya Vijaya, that's another story. But externally in this world, what is the pastime being played? When he became victim to Maya, Ravana became victim to lust. And again he failed the examination. His brother came forward, Vibhishana, please don't do this. Even Kumbhakarna said, oh my God, for this you are making us fight. Everybody said, don't do. He was so much victimized. Even Lord Rama sent proposal to Angad, let us not have fight for this. You give back. Let us, give back my wife. But no, he will not do. He wanted to fight. So similarly, we have another example. So many other examples. We have example of Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra was again and again counseled by Vidura, by Bhishma, leave him, your son Duryodhana, don't listen to him, don't follow what he is saying. He failed the exam again and again. And very interesting thing I wanted to point out, when Krishna went for Sandhi, at that time, Dhritarashtra said, at that Sandhi, as I was reading the Bhagavatam, Mahabharata translation, it is said, when Krishna went for Sandhi, Krishna brought all the sages mysteriously in the assembly hall. And all of them instructed Duryodhana, stop this thing. You give the kingdom back to the Pandavas, their rightful share. Be peaceful. Don't fight. You will be killed if they proceed. So many people Gandhari came and counseled Duryodhana. Dhritarashtra also felt this is wrong. And Dhritarashtra saw the mini Vishwarupa. Duryodhana tried to arrest Krishna. Again and again he is failing the examination. And now meditate on Dhritarashtra. So finally when Krishna was leaving, Dhritarashtra came running. When Krishna was sitting on the chariot, Dhritarashtra came running and he said, I'm sorry, I'm not able to, I know what you want, but I'm not able to follow it. So Prabhupada said, look here, he is a king, and he says he cannot make a decision. It's a very interesting line. We are also kings of our senses. Our body, I am the king of this body, I am the king of the senses, and we can't control them. That's a joke. That's a joke. Dhritarashtra says, I know what is right, but I am not able to follow it. So Prabhupada said, what is this nonsense? So we should not come to the same. When Uddhava asked the Dhritarashtra, laid on another instance before, that why the Uddhava went from Krishna with a message to check on the Pandavas, how they are doing. So Queen Kunti started crying. I'm just feeling like small children. There are tigers all around my children trying to swallow my children. So many attempts to kill them. They poisoned Bhima. They were trying to kill the children. Mother was in so much anxiety. She was crying. So Uddhava could not stand this. He straightway went to Dhritarashtra. What is all this nonsense? Okay, you cannot treat them like the sons of your brother. At least treat them like citizens. You cannot kill them like this. What is this going on here in this palace? So Dhritarashtra said, I know Krishna is God, but somehow I can't control myself. So we should not make this kind of a statement. We know what Krishna is. We know what the orders of Prabhupada are. I cannot follow it. Then you are failure. Prabhupada said, then if you cannot follow, then you cannot go back to kingdom of Krishna. Correct? It's an exam. And never feel an exam is more than your capacity. Always the exam is within my capacity. But you cannot chant and be enthusiastically be absorbed. That's why I told you, I asked a sannyasi how to remain a good brahmachari. There are 4 things. Number 1, chant, do your sadhana very nicely, and chanting should be very attentive. Number 2, you should be having very good dealing with the Vaishnavas, good affectionate dealing with the Vaishnavas. Number 3, you should be absorbed in your service. And number 4, you should have a challenging engagement every day. Then you will be blissful and happy.